Hello guys, welcome back to another revisiting, and we are starting a new series and revisiting all of the Despicable Me movies. Of course, Despicable Me 1 is where we're starting, well, just Despicable Me, and the new one's coming out soon, Despicable Me 4, so we're going to be watching numbers 1, 2 and 3 and then number 4. And I'll be releasing a new video every single day with one of these reviews. But let's start with the first movie here, Despicable Me 1. Of course, it's the first movie entry into the saga, or franchise. Saga? What am I on about? It's not the Infinity Saga. It's the Minion Saga. I will just be watching the Despicable movies, not the Minions ones and all of that. This is just focusing on the ones with the Despicable Me 1, 2, 3 and 4. Anyways, so movie of course starring Steve Carell, who plays Gru. Now he does fantastic at the role. He does. What am I on about? I can't even do it, James. What are you doing? Anyways, we get Miranda Cosgrove in the movie as well. Jason Segel. We also get Russell Brand playing Dr. Nefaro, and Julie Andrews actually plays Gru's mother. Will Arnett, Kristen Wiig, Pierre Coffin, who plays all of the Minions that we know and love. And yeah, now I will say the first movie obviously was the beginning of the Minion mayhem that we know now, because Minions, you go into a supermarket, you go to the kids section, your chances are you're going to find something Minion related on the shelf. It's very easy to do. This is where it started with the first movie. Now, notable, I've watched the second one since, so I'm kind of comparing the two as I'm going, but, you know, there's a lot less Minion stuff in this film, and I think that's what does it justice in a way. I actually did enjoy this film quite a bit, and it's a really good story in terms of Gru is like this villain, and it's kind of like a, you know, you can build a career on being a villain and all of this, and it's the one where I need to take the moon, we need to steal the moon. It's all of that, and it's fun. It's really fun, and he understands that he's getting older, his reputation's going down, and he wants to steal the moon. Anyways, to do that, he has to, like, you know, kind of get into Vector, who is like this young and really like savvy, you know, evil guy, I guess, or who wants to do the same thing, but he stole a pyramid or something. So Gru is kind of like in competition with him to be like the best villain that you can be. And to do that, he has to, like, you know, become a stepfather, you know, to get these girls, so you can use the girls to manipulate Vector and get into Vector's place and stuff. But that then just turns all of the story around, because Gru then actually starts to develop feelings for these girls. You know, Margot, Edith and Agnes. These characters are really, you know, he becomes a dad, and it's a really nice story when somebody who's really mean and pretty much an unlikable guy turns the whole story around, and all of a sudden he has different responsibilities to be a dad, and he can't help but feel these, like, I guess, paternal feelings towards his now children. So the journey of the story is really good in terms of where it goes from and where it ends. I will say the animation was awful in this movie. Absolutely awful in comparison to what we get now. The fact this is only 14 years old, I thought that it was bad. It was really bad animation wise. But, you know, still in 4K of course, but maybe the 4K is just really emphasized how bad the animation was, and I thought it was really bad, especially watching number 2, which you'll see in my number 2 review. The jump was just massive in terms of animation. Of course though, you know, all the characters are fantastic, and this is probably the only thing, I'd say, the biggest movie in terms of animation movies in Shrek 1, really, in terms of animated stuff, other than Pixar movies. Despicable Me was that one that came out and was like, whoa, okay, there's another studio now, Illumination, they are going to be doing some stuff, we need to pay attention to this, and yeah. So yeah, there it is, the first movie I've revisited. I've seen this a couple of times occasionally on TV, you know, when it's on TV at Christmas time and all that. I can't say that I was a massive fan. I've probably watched it a handful of times. But watching this film, I really appreciated it, and I really appreciated the journey that Gru goes on, growing as a character. Within the 95 minutes, he grew massively towards the end of the film. And obviously number 2, 3 and 4 beyond, which I'm really excited to watch those later films. But Despicable Me 1, what did I rate it in my Letterboxd account? 4-star for me. It is up there. One of my favourite animated movies is going to be. I think it's really entertaining, really fun, got a lot of depth there, got a lot going on for it. but it does lack a little bit of quality in terms of that animation. I think it didn't really hold up from 14 years ago. But story-wise, it's good. Obviously, less minions in this film, which, well, stay tuned for the second one to see if you like that, because obviously the second one, Minion Mayhem went off, and, well, the second one, the whole narrative of the story was around the minions, whereas in the first one, I felt like the minions were the back characters to a lot of what Gru and everyone was doing. But there it is. There is my review and revisiting of Despicable Me 1. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos coming soon, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.